Part of your preparation different today since you were starting?
No, I'd say it's all the same. Same warm-up, same everything. I got to the field a little later because I didn't need to do as much before the game. But same warm-up, just different situation.
When did you know you were going to start this game?
Last night after the game, Coach Johnston said since I didn't go in yesterday that I'd be starting today.
How did it feel pitching in an atmosphere like that, a game of that magnitude? It's probably one of the more important games y'all have played this entire season. Just to go out there and get the 6 innings after maybe a rough start in the first, but to bounce back and really give them 5 zeros there the rest. How did that whole thing feel? Yeah,
it was an amazing experience. I mean, never experienced anything like that. I think the closest was probably Mississippi State, fan-wise, but just being able to go out there and control my breathing and control my body, I think, was the biggest thing for me.
Bouncing back after that first inning, what do you kind of tell yourself in the dugout between the first and the second? Because, I mean, really from there you were very sharp and nothing really kind of fazed you. Just what was that mental, I guess, discussion with yourself about?
Yeah, it was just I got to keep the ball down in the zone. That was it. There was a couple pitches I made mistakes on, and they got some hard hit balls, which led to the 2 runs in the first inning. So going back out there the next inning, I was like, I'm going to throw everything down because that's their weak spot. So that was the main goal, and it went pretty well after that.
With the performance you had and the performance Derek had today, just how good is this freshman class really, and now it's being shown on full display?
I think we're really good. I think we're one of the best in the country, and kind of known that since we all got here. Everybody that's here right now was here pretty much in the summer, except for maybe 1 or 2. So knowing who we had coming into the season and finally showing what our abilities are, I think it's a big thing, and we just need to keep it rolling.
Do you feel like you got more comfortable with your off-speed stuff as the game went along?
I feel like I was comfortable with it in the first inning, but it just started playing better. I mean, they took some good swings early on, and then later on it was just once I started throwing more strikes, it just started playing better.
What was how surprised were you when he told you you were going to start? I mean, that's not a lot of notice just last night, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty surprised. He had told me before the game, he said, if we don't bring you in today, then you're going to start tomorrow. So when he told me that, I was still mentally ready for yesterday's game, coming in and closing if we had the chance to. But I was pretty surprised knowing that he has that faith in me to start today.
How did Coach Johnson and Coach Yeski kind of prepare you for the moment today?
Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, especially with all the staff. Mentally, I mean, we talked to Carlene, and she's kind of like the backbone of our mental game. So having her and being able to contact her whenever is great. But Coach Johnson and Coach Geske they just told me it's just another game. It's just I'm being put in a different spot and just go out there and kind of close the first inning and then move from there.
Tennessee came into the weekend second in the nation in home runs. You guys over 3 days give up 1. What was the key?
Just execute pitches, really. We knew if we executed pitches, then they wouldn't hit the ball out of the park. We did make some mistakes, but nothing too traumatizing when they hit it. I mean, they had a couple doubles today, but other than that, we just try to keep the ball down.
How easy and or difficult is it as a pitcher, as a pitching staff, to get the opposing offense sort of out of their game?
It's not that easy. I mean, once you go on, when your team starts scoring runs and they start chasing runs, I think it's a little easier. We've done it a lot yesterday. I think we got out of our plan, but we were right back in it today. So the main thing is just being able to stay in your plan and pick the right pitches.
85 pitches today. How did you feel toward the end of it, and did you have any idea of what kind of leash you had in terms of a pitch count today?
I knew the pitch. I knew I wasn't going to go very high, like 100 or over. But I felt great, honestly. I told Coach Johnson that I wanted to go back out there for the 7th, and he said just because of what you've done these past couple of weeks, my pitch count wasn't very high on the weekends. He said we're not going to roll you back out there, and we'll bring in Zach to come shut it down. So
anything that Cade and Anthony kind of told you about, warned you about, maybe helped you approaching this lineup today?
They would just go right at the first hitter. That was the main thing. Strike one is the biggest part of the game. So being able to do strike one and then compete after that. That's all it is.
Does it take any pressure off of you whenever your offense is performing how they were today and getting runs and putting a little bridge in the score?
It does. I'd say it takes some pressure off, but I still got to stay locked in and do my job. I feel like us scoring that many runs early on was a big thing. That gave us some leeway, but I was trying to just go out there and throw zeros up on the board.
What do you want to bring into next week from your performance today, especially going into A&M with a similar kind of fan atmosphere?
Just the same energy we had in the dugout all weekend. I feel like the energy was great, even yesterday when we were down, and just bring that with us, and I think that'll be one of our big key factors.
What do you think about the rest of the way, like starting, relieving, both? How do you see it?
Whatever they need me to do. I mean, I wasn't bothered by starting. I'm not bothered by relieving. I just love going out there and competing. So. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it wasn't really in my mind. Obviously, I knew about it. My teammates told me about it. But I just attacked today just like any other day, and was looking to win the series, and we did that. And I'm just so proud of our team. Shows what we can really do, and this is good momentum going forward.
When did you kind of feel it'd be a special day for you guys offensively? Just consistent pressure, 6 of 8 innings, y'all were able to score in today, back to what y'all were doing 3-4 weeks ago. Very consistent pressure. Just when did it kind of feel like it was clicking?
Yeah, I mean, we're always super confident. We always think it's going to be a great day on offense. Obviously, today the scoreboard showed that, and we just take it pitch by pitch, inning by inning, at bat by at bat, and we just stuck to our plan. We executed it well today, and we're going to look to do that more often. Obviously, we've been in a little slump these last couple of games, but we're going to pick it back up, and there's no better time than right now. So it's great.
Does that give you guys like a confidence boost, knowing that you guys are back in your rhythm offensively after struggling for a couple games?
For sure, yeah. I think everyone in this locker room knows what we're capable of, and we're always super confident. Obviously, the scoreboard sometimes doesn't dictate that, but us as a group, we never lose faith in each other, and the coaching staff shows us full support, and Coach Johnson's done a great job these past 2 weeks, obviously, past 3 weeks kind of, because obviously we haven't been playing to the best of our ability, but he's the best coach in America, and there's no other coach I'd rather play for, and that's the reason I came to LSU, and he's exemplified that, especially these past 3 weeks, because I mean, I think as a person, you really know who they are, like when times are tough, not when everything's going good, when we won 26 in a row or whatever it was. Obviously, every coach would be great, but in these past 3 weeks, he's coached his butt off, and I think all of us in the locker room respect that. And we're just super happy we can play for LSU, play for a coach like him, and for these amazing fans.
How was he coached his butt off?
I mean, he says he sleeps. I don't think he does. He probably sleeps maybe 3 hours. He's always here. Coach Jordan, Coach Simpson, Chief, Jamie, they all coach their butt off. Coach Yetzke, obviously. They're here all the time. And just the effort and the practice plans that we execute every day, and just the game plans, the scouting they do on the other teams, just there's so much that goes into it that people don't see. And it just makes it easy to play for a coach like that and a staff like this.
Do you sleep? He says you text him at like 11, midnight. So do you sleep?
I do sleep. I actually sleep a lot. I sleep a little bit later in the day. I'm a napper, so I like napping after practice or before games, after games. But I do sleep.
Did you nap during the weather delay on Friday?
I actually didn't. We were watching the draft. We were all having a good time in there. We were just waiting for Shedeur Sanders to get picked. So we were all every pick, Michael Braswell wanted him to get picked. So we were just in there having a good time. It was fun.
What made those balls so easy to see tonight to get those like really powerful hits off of them?
I think I just went back to my roots. Obviously, kind of struggled the past 2 games, and it's a great team. Obviously, great pitchers on the other side, but I'm always in control of my at bats, and I felt like I let that get away from me a little bit. No matter how great or how bad a pitcher is, it's baseball. You can get out, and I just felt like I got out of my plan. And I just wasn't sticking to what I like to do is hit the ball in the middle of the field. I was kind of trying to pull my shoulder, and there's just some mechanic stuff and some mental things that I had to fix coming into today. And obviously, glory to God, he helped me. And I just have my family here. It was great to have my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and my girlfriend here. It meant the world to me, and also our great family friends, Mr. and Mrs. Frankel. It was great just to have my family support here, and that really helped me today, to be honest. Just because I wanted to put on a show for them, obviously, but I also wanted to help my team win, so it was great.
Casan Evans has really been integral for you guys as a reliever, but today as a starter, just how much faith did you have in him, especially being a fellow freshman with you guys, and he had a great outing?
So much faith. Casan Evans is the best freshman pitcher in America. I think you guys can see that, whether it's out of the pen, whether it's starting. He's just a great dude, a great teammate. We've been great friends since we met here in the summer, and he just dominates, and he has that it factor about him. And in the outfit, I love it. He works at a great pace, and we just have all the confidence in the world in him. And I know he has confidence in himself, and the coaches can see that, and he's just done a great job.
What does it say about this team that you guys suffered your worst loss of the season Tuesday, but then gave the two biggest wins of the season the same week?
Credit to the coaching staff, like I said, and credit to the guys in that locker room. Bear Jones, who was our leader of this team, had a meeting with us in here, and he's done a great job leading this team. And obviously, we all look up to him. I look up to him. He's done great things in college baseball, and just the bounce back is what's needed in baseball. And I think we did a great job of that. Baseball's a game of failure. You're going to fail. You're going to succeed, and I think our guys know what it means to win and how to bounce back from losses.
Did it throw you off at all that they went through so many pitching changes so quickly?
No. Obviously, we make pitching changes quite frequently as well. It's just part of the game. They got a great coaching staff over there as well, so they definitely know what they're doing, and we knew that going into the game, so no.
Mechanically, you and I have talked about this already, but it seems like when you're able to sort of keep that shoulder in, just say kind of compact instead of flying out, it really sort of helps you drive the ball to all parts of the field.
Yeah.
What do you sort of do to sort of, I guess, stay consistent with that, and have a day like today?
Yeah, I guess so. There's more to it than just the shoulder, obviously. There's a lot of things that go into it, especially mentally. Baseball is 90% mental, I've always been told, and I truly believe that. There's a couple things with my hands, how I set my feet, my presence in the box, just to make sure I'm in control of my at-bat and not the pitcher or the pitch clock. There's just a lot of things that went into that, and I just did a deep dive, dissected it, and just executed better today.
What's your process of doing a deep dive?
Watching video, mentally remembering what happened, how they're pitching me, what they're throwing me in certain counts, a lot of things. Video, like I said, talking to my family members, and just obviously hitters always know themselves the best, so obviously sometimes you can get lost in a tunnel of just trying to figure stuff out, and I just went back to the roots, like I kind of said in the beginning, just what my foundation is on hitting, and just hitting like I'm a 5-year-old kid at T-ball park,
Yeah.
Two more for Derek?
You guys kind of have like a quiet confidence that you could really explode on Sunday, because Coach said you had some good at-bats the first 2 days, just went up against some good pitching. What were the feelings like, I guess, in the clubhouse before Sunday?
Feelings were high. Obviously, they got the best of us yesterday. They beat us by, I believe, 7 runs. 6 runs it was, actually, 9-3. But, I mean, we were confident. Whether we lose or whether we win, like we lost, like you said, the biggest in history or whatever. We got run ruled in midweek? Yeah. So we lost. We were able to come back and beat Tennessee Friday night. I think that just shows our team. We lost on Saturday. We were able to bounce back and run rule them today. So, like I said, just bouncing back is the main thing in baseball, and our team has a lot of confidence, not only in ourselves but our staff, trainers, everything. Like this is a strong unit, and we're just happy to be a part of it.
On the game-tying hit on Friday, what were you sort of looking for in that situation, and what did you end up getting to have that hit?
Friday, I mean, I'm always just looking for a pitch that I can hammer that's in the zone, whether it's a fastball, curveball, changeup, whatever. I mean, I was just looking for my pitch. We call it our red zone, and I was just looking for something right there that I can get my barrel to, and it ended up being a slider. And I was able to stay on it just long enough. That pitcher, he had some good velocity on him and a good curveball. Just stayed in there just long enough to rope it through the 3-4 hole.
All right, good deal.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.